Loyal viewers, it's Tim from Brassbanned. In the lead up to the 2025 New Zealand National Brass Band Championships, we have the honour and the privilege and the pleasure of being joined by the musical director of the Rangiora RSA Club Band, Dwayne Bloomfield. Dwayne, how are you going?
Good, yourself?
Yeah, really good. Nice to be here.
Yeah.
Beautiful kitchen in your band hall.
Yeah, we do all right. Yeah.
I like it. How's band? What's going on?
Band's going well. Yeah. We've had quite a lot of growth over the last kind of few years.
Yes.
We're promoted from D grade up to C grade, so
congratulations.
Getting used to that. So this will be our first contest in the C grade at a nationals. So we did provincials last year and did all right there. So, and in the last wee while we've also amalgamated with Canterbury Brass as well. That's brought in a few players as well to help us kind of boost us up and get us going too.
And how's the playing group going with sort of the step from D to C grade? Are you cracking the whip a bit more?
Yeah,
what's changing?
It's changed the number of rehearsals. That's changed because obviously there's two pieces to kind of get over. So, but then the band's always done pretty well too. I've got a pretty good band here. We were kind of playing really well in the D grade as it was. So now we're up here ready for the challenge. We got second at provincials last year in Christchurch against a few top bands. So we're gunning and ready to go. Yeah.
Awesome. Personal question.
Yeah.
How did you get started in brass bands?
How did I get started?
How did you get started? Can you remember your first rehearsal?
I don't know about first rehearsal. I watched the New Zealand Army Band concert in Timaru, and I remember they played the Pink Panther and the Lone Ranger, and I was 10, and I'm going, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, awesome.
And I think the next week the Timaru Municipal Band started up a learners group.
Yep.
It was pretty basic, simple, no band playing in bits and pieces, but eventually, I think after about a year, suddenly there was about 30 players there, and it kind of grew from there. So, and then took off from there.
And here you are now.
And here I are now, out in Rangiora.
So junior band programs, really important. I've heard there's a lot of soloists at the Nationals playing in the Invitational Slow Melody. I heard there's like 60-something juniors playing in that. Do you see a rise in the number of junior players out
there?
There
has been in this area, and I know a lot of the bands like Alston's got a couple of junior bands. The Addington's got some groups going. Norwest Brass, obviously. We're starting a group up here, we're pushing it because that is the future.
Yes.
I know the areas that have lost that kind of are starting to struggle now because they don't have that players coming through. So Canterbury's pretty strong. I think last provincials we had 3 learner groups playing at provincials. So that's
huge.
A good that's huge.
That's great.
Yeah.
And players get a bit nervous before they play on stage at Nationals. Do conductors get nervous? You can tell us the truth.
I don't get nervous.
You don't get nervous?
No, I don't.
Why would you?
I think you've done so much work that you know the piece backwards, and I was saying that most players are looking forward to getting on stage. Conductors are looking forward to getting off. And to get this week over, it's a big build up for conductors, getting the band ready and the last logistics, finding the last player if you need to, or getting the last little bits and things like that. So, that's probably the biggest challenge that I face is just that
the management of getting
everyone there on the day, and then it comes saying. And most bands under me don't normally get too nervous. I don't know whether it's the preparation or something like that. There's a bit of anxiety there, but I've never had players nervously shaking or worried about parts. Maybe that's the approach that we have. I don't know.
Sounds comfortable.
Oh, it's comfortable. You got to be comfortable.
Oh, you have to be.
Yeah.
Any other closing words for our loyal viewers?
Just looking forward to this contest. It's going to be a great one. There's a lot of bands here. 12 bands in the C grade. That's huge. So there will be some competition there too, and looking forward to catching up with everyone that will be out and about as you do at contests. That's what we all enjoy the most.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Always. Cheers, Tim.
Hello, loyal viewers. We're here with the president of the Rangiora Brass Band. Hello, sir. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Steve Dittmar. We're actually the Rangiora RSA Club Band.
Rangiora RSA, which is Returned Servicemen Association?
In Rangiora we have an RSA club, and attached to it is the RSA executive or association, but they split it in two and they formed a club, which is open for the general.
Yeah, terrific.
Yeah. The Rangiora RSA Club's got over 5,000 members.
Great.
In a town of only about 17,000 people.
That's tremendous, yeah.
And they're our sponsor, and it's a fantastic sponsorship.
Absolutely. Thank you. And how long have you been with the band?
Well, I've been in the band since I was about 8 years old.
So 13 years or so, yeah.
Just a few years.
Yep.
Yeah. There's one other player, Bob Reed, who's been here just a little bit longer than me.
Yep.
Great. That's a long. I've had a few little breaks in between when we'll be shifted away, but generally I've been in the band. I've come back to help them with contests. And
Yeah, fantastic. And the band was in D grade a couple of years ago for Dunedin at Nationals, yeah?
Well, the band's been around since 1878.
Yes,
and,
great.
And we're coming up in a couple of years' time to our 150th.
Fantastic.
And the band's continued to play all those years. The band has fluctuated between the B at one stage, and then has been C for quite a bit, and then for the last 6 or 7 years we've been D grade.
Yeah, great.
And Dwayne Ringfield come along, and he's coached the band very well. It's attracted new players. It's going very well, and with that. We won the Nationals in Dunedin 2 years ago, and then we won the Provincials a couple of years in a row, and then the association put us up to a C grade, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
Good, and I guess one of the differences I heard between C grade and D grade is C grade you got to do the street march, parade of bands.
Yeah,
how's that going for you?
No, it's going well.
Good.
You know, the D grade, as you know, is just one appearance, the hymn, the test, and the stage march. Was the C grade, B and A, we do a sacred item plus a test. And then the following day we do our own choice.
Yeah.
And as you say, we have to march now.
Yes.
But 18 months ago, Canterbury Brass, you may remember Canterbury Brass, the A-grade band, well, they amalgamated with us.
Oh, okay, great. So some different experience around the group now, I guess.
Yeah, we've got, it's brought some great players in. It's also brought us in a great array of percussion gear, instruments.
Yeah, wonderful.
And that's gone very, very well with the amalgamation. It was 18 months ago. You know, I've lost my train of thought.
That's okay. So two bands sort of coming together like that. Do you have a lot of players now? All the seats kind of full, or how does that work?
Yep, we've only got 2 helpers this year.
Okay.
Our first horn unfortunately couldn't make it.
Yeah.
At the last minute, and like most bands, we struggle for sopranos.
Oh, doesn't everyone? Doesn't everyone? And are you doing, like, in the lead up, it's a home national, so 1 rehearsal a week, 2 rehearsals a week? What's the...
We've been doing 1 a week up until about 3 weeks ago, and now we've been doing 2.
Yep.
And we had a full weekend just gone.
Yeah, okay.
And tonight, Monday, Wednesday, and another blow on Thursday.
This is the week for it, isn't it?
It is. Then we're going to have a little break afterwards.
Nervous, excited, nationals?
I think the band's more excited. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. And as a B-flat bass player, which piece are you looking forward to playing the most? Where do you get to pedal?
I'm enjoying playing all the numbers.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be saying what we're going to be playing.
That's true. We would beep it out, I guess.
But the C grade test is the Lost Village of Imber.
Okay.
Yep. And that's a lovely piece of music, and we're looking forward to playing that, but we'll keep the hymn and our own choice up our sleeve.
It's a secret. Anything you'd like to mention about the band and upcoming engagements or concerts, performances where viewers might come and see you?
Yeah, we haven't got anything really planned at the moment because in April just gone we played with the Christchurch City Choir in the Christchurch Town Hall Auditorium.
Fantastic, yeah.
We did a performance of The Armed Man.
Oh, yes. Yeah, great.
Which was a big challenge for the band, and it went down very well. And then rehearsing for the Nationals.
That's a lot.
And we're having a little break, and then next minute it's the
Deserve a
Provincials.
little break.
Yeah, the Provincials are coming up in September.
Yeah.
But we have got something lined up for November up at the Queen Mary Hospital in Hanmer Springs.
Okay.
They built a soldiers' hospital, an open air hospital for veterans, wounded soldiers from the First World War that came back.
Yep.
And they were going to pull them down a number of years ago, but the community got behind it and restored them. Yeah, so in November, when it's Armistice, we're going to go up there and do a concert.
A very active band.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Out and about in the community.
No, we try and do as much as we can, yeah.
Look, thanks so much for having a chat. Look forward to hearing you on stage this weekend at Nationals.
Thank you.